always his work my father cared about. His research. He tried to save his work. I tried to save him.
Hello there, Sera from 17 once again, introducing you to my Gears of War 3 Insane Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Act 4, Chapter 4, Batten down the hatches. And at the start of this, there is a pretty big firefight that has screamers, it has boomers, it has troikas, it has pretty much everything that rhymes with us. And it's kind of challenging because you can get insta-killed a lot, and the checkpoint is way past where this area is, so you need to be careful. And this first part of this level is deceptively short. Also, that barge will fire at you if you get anywhere near it. Look at that, my talk board doesn't fire off. Check that back, replay that area. I aimed, I let go of the trigger, you heard the noise of the talk bow firing, and for some reason I still had it, sat in cover, and it could have killed me. But there is the barge, proving what I've just said. How I didn't die, I don't know. That is a motorcycle in the background. He has a small penis because he's revving his goddamn engine. Wanker. But just keep in cover, make sure none of the Therons get you. If they get close enough, make sure you pick up the talk bows because they will make this considerably easier. The boomers are going to be pushing up as well. The only threat from the boomers is the splash damage because they're a bunch of fucking Roberto Carlos assholes. And that aside, it's not too difficult. That's the guy on the troika that I'm trying to use the snub on. The only problem is if you get his attention, you will be turned into mincemeat before you can say ouch. So you need to be super careful with him. You'll notice I did die a couple times on this start bit, so I'm not messing about whatsoever with the troika. When you press this button, it moves the rail cart to give you some extra cover, but I wouldn't mess with it too much. And just hope your team do something. There I go, throwing out the incendiary grenade. The grenade throws on this game do go pretty far, but not quite as far as I would like. If this was Call of Duty 4, I would be raping kids, literally. Which is funny. Because obviously raping children is an awful thing to say, but I use it out of context, thus it loses all its power and its intonation because there is no malice behind it and I'm not actually doing anything to children. It's a word. Calm down. So just move forward here as soon as the troika's down. Bounce into cover if you want to, because when you get further enough forward, there's going to be another spawn. And it's just up here. And what will happen is there's a bunch of Therons, there's another troika, and there's a boomer to the left. That's the troika guy. I don't think he's quite spawned yet. That is a screamer as well, so there's a handful of those guys. And once again, the screamers are the enemy that you don't pay attention to, and as soon as you pay attention to it, it's probably killed you. Because they just fly around shooting, making an awful noise. They don't seem to be anything even remotely challenging, and then they'll finish you off when you're in cover because they flew above you and you didn't see them. They're a nuisance. You need to clean them up as quick as you can. So I run back over here because I know that the boomer and his splash damage, especially if you put yourself near a wall or near a surface that you can't move away from quick enough, you'll get killed real quick. That is a Theron guard, I believe. No, that was the boomer. Two talk bows and the boomer will die. I must not have hit him with the first one. Either that or they're getting tougher and it takes 3. If you get the headshot though, game over every time. It's just headshotting a boomer when he's moving can be quite challenging because we're not all aimbots. We do make mistakes, and that was a bad miss from me. I do get him the next one though, and it's dangerous. No. Apparently I don't get him with the next one. I thought I did. I was wrong. Headshot. Come on. Give me that pop. Oh, maybe not. Is he still alive? Oh no, there's that guy over there. But just don't rush this part because it doesn't look challenging, and it isn't really challenging, but you can die so quickly, and a lot of the times it's kind of out of your hands. Sometimes splash damage will just screw you over, and you'll be seeing the checkpoint back at the start, so use cover, play intelligently, and then pick up the scraps from the battlefield once you're done. Push on forward, and we will be introduced to the Serapede very shortly. And the funniest thing about this game, to me personally, is the fact that there are those people that don't even touch the campaign. You know, the multiplayer oriented guys. There's a lot of commentators on YouTube that have no interest in campaigns and they just go straight onto the multiplayer. And the funniest thing I find is if they're not familiar with the game, they complain about stuff they don't understand. And the reason they complain and they don't understand these things is because they didn't play the fucking campaign. So when you first went into Horde on the very first day the game came out, Centipedes would show up, and everybody was shooting it in its face and running away and getting downed, and they didn't know what was happening. They're like, this is bullshit, this is too hard. It's like, dude, seriously, if you'd played the game, you'd know you've got to shoot it in the fucking tail. But you haven't, because you're a tail. And lo and behold, you're screwing up my Horde run because you're garbage. And there's a single player in games for a reason, guys, and I do understand that some people have no patience for it. All they want to do is kill real people, and that is perfectly fine. If that's how you want to play your game like that. But you learn so much from the single player, it's unbelievable. And the best way to get good at a game is to play through its single player on its hardest difficulty, because it will make you so in tune with the game that when you go on multiplayer, you're already at a level that is above the average gamer. It's just fact, because nobody in multiplayer will kill you as quick as they do on Insane. I guarantee that. And you don't have to be the king of reflexes to do well in the multiplayer. You have to be smart, and you have to know your environment and know your weapons. And if you can put all that together, you don't have to have the best connection or the best shotgun hipfire skills. You just have to know when to use what. It's that simple. But keep pushing forward. There's another checkpoint. This is a bad bit, this. That checkpoint is the only checkpoint for this entire fight. And what you have is a bunch of snipers that can one-shot kill you. A Cerapede that if it catches you with one bite will kill you. And I think it's just a bunch of Therons. So you'll notice I go for the coward's route straight away. I go and try and hide, but I haven't triggered the fight yet. That means the fight's triggered. He releases the Centipedes. There it is. This thing is fast. This thing moves really crazily because it doesn't have a spine. Or it does have a spine, but it's super, super flexible. The only way to kill it is to shoot its tail. You notice I mark it straight away in hopes that my team will kill it. I've given Anya a boom shot, but she's just not doing much with it. So the first thing I like to do is that I take out the Theron up on the top. There's a sniper directly in front of me that's going to spawn later, and one to my left. But if you stay where I am, the sniper can't hurt you. Be careful here shooting at the Cerapede, because if you get its attention, it'll come straight for you. And the more of its tail that it loses, I think it gets faster. Don't hold me on that. This is just through experience. And I think I'm waiting for my team to kill it. And my team are proving that they're a bunch of morons, so I'll have to come in and do it myself. But I really don't want to shoot it because it's bad news. Here are the snipers anyhow. He will kill you instantly, so be very careful with him. And my team kill him, I waste a torque bow, I'm not best pleased. There's another one completely opposite me, but he hasn't spawned yet. Oh, there's a Theron. Now he's spawned, and I should really be backpedaling. Do you see him? Do you see him? Now I see him, and I'm like, oh god, don't kill me. But he was too busy with some other people, so I managed to get lucky, and then I torque bow him, and he dies. So you can swap out the torque bow for the boom shot if you want, and it's entirely up to you if you give it to your team members. I can't remember what I do. I think I keep it and waste it on this Cerapede because my team are just not doing the bizzo here. I do think there's two of them, so maybe this is the second one. As soon as he shows an interest in you, you need to be evading. If you're not evading, you're dead. It's that simple. One strategy that I could have used here is you can go ring around the roses on these pieces of cover, and when it chases you, it can't quite get around the cover as fast as you can. So that's a good strategy. Oh god, here it comes. Tremors time. You've got to get to high ground! Ah! But keep on evading, doing your thing, and it'll eventually get preoccupied with somebody else, and hopefully they will kill it. And I think, yeah, there we go. So there is the Cerapede down. And when they're on their own, they're really not a challenging enemy. As soon as you put anything with them, they're an absolute pain in the arse. And there's no real strategy to beat them. There's no surefire way. There's not one thing you can do that will absolutely just, destroy them. I've never had a Hammer of Dawn to try that on them. I've never hit them with a grenade. All I know is that I don't like them and they're deadly. And that grate there in front of me in this room, I thought for some reason it was going to have a silverback in it, but I couldn't find a button to open it, so apparently it's just a random door that teased me, which is never cool. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope the guide's helping. It's definitely one of the more challenging ones I've recorded, so hopefully it'll get the views I would like. But as always, you take care now.